I'm going to go depth into this video on explaining why I am going to decide to initially, hopefully this year or by the end of next year, retire from YouTube. So before we even start off, no, I am not retiring at this exact moment. I'm still making videos. I'm still going to make videos for you guys, but it's going to be less and less by the day because stuff is going to happen. Now, this may come to a shock and surprise to some of you, but honestly, for me personally, this is not a shock. I want to retire in about a year's, 2 years time from YouTube, and it's got its reasons, man. And I'm gonna be straight up honest to forwards and already say what it is. I just simply kind of don't enjoy YouTube as much as I used to. It's something I grew up and doing as a hobby, looking up to all these big creators, thinking, man, I would love to be like them one day. Initially becoming a YouTuber full time. It started off as a hobby, something now full time, and I can say, man, it does not interest me anymore. And it is mainly the ASMR that simply just doesn't interest me. The mukbang and the podcast, as weird as it may sound, I love making podcast videos. I know this is weird, right? These basic ass videos is something that I seem to enjoy more than making the ASMR. Not because the ASMR requires more effort, totally not, but I've been doing this for nearly 7 years. We're going into my 7th year this year. I mean, that is insane. That is a longevity I would have never thought and expected. But yeah, I wanna retire from YouTube, man. Meaning that retire basically means quit it. That is my initial plan, not this year, but hopefully next year when and if my business goes good. Because the truth is, man, I can't just retire from YouTube now and say, it's been fun. Because the truth is, it's my income. I don't make videos. Making no videos equals no income. That is just the hard truth. And yeah, I'm sitting here right now and I've been thinking about this for, a very long time. Basically, the channel, man, the channels really honestly have not really been doing great for a longer time. And I've obviously reading the comments. I read your comments. I may not respond to you a lot anymore like I used to, because back in the days my dad was the one who would often respond, and I would often respond after school or during school times. But yeah, I've been thinking about this for a very long time, and I've really been seeing the struggle of the channels. I mean, not just the main channel, but just like all three channels combined. This channel, for example, does not grow in views, does not grow in subs. And it's also something that I've kind of like, you know what, it is what it is. I've done stuff that you have asked me, and then it's like, damn, it's what it is. But there's also somewhat in the background, and I believe personally myself that there is something within the background of YouTube themselves not willing or wanting to promote my content. And I spoke to a buddy of mine a few weeks ago, and he said, you know what, I actually think I may know and may understand why YouTube is not promoting your content. And I said, how come? What do you mean? You know those smoking videos you made? I said, yeah, what about them? Notice whenever you make a smoking video, that does well, but when you post a total different video that is not relevant to smoking, it doesn't perform well. I said, yeah, I have been noticing that as well. Now look, as a creator, there's also something that I can't do much about. How my content does, I can't really do much about it. I only am the one who makes and uploads. I don't have the control of, okay, what's the algorithm going to do? What's this and this and that going to do? I, as a creator, have to sit back and pray and basically hope this video does well in numbers. And in general, my videos nowadays, dude, they struggle. For a channel with over 500,000 subs, getting 10K a video, that's really embarrassing. And obviously, it is very, very demotivating. When I look at my content, and it's like, shit, man, I have to put more effort into recording videos nowadays, but I get less back from it. Meaning, less views, less revenue, less subscribers, less comments. And obviously, I could try something else. But the truth is, man, I don't want to. I don't want to do this YouTube thing for very long anymore. I don't want to wake up every single day and have to think, yeah, my success is ASMR. I know a lot of creators out there that do make ASMR are very popular and very successful. Only a few percentage of creators that really remain and stay at the top. Becoming YouTuber is difficult on its own, but maintaining a followingship and maintaining relevancy, that is the most difficult, if not most difficult thing to do. Because you may think, oh, I would love to become a YouTuber. You have no clue what you have to do to become a YouTuber. You have no understanding of what it's really like. Back in the days, it was simple. Made 1 or 2 videos a week. I could have made more videos, but it was like, I didn't treat YouTube as something like, oh, I never took it serious. Like, that's the weird thing. I still to this day don't take it very serious. And that could possibly be one of the reasons why my channels are failing. Let's be honest here, that could be a big reason. But honestly, it's also like, it doesn't bother me much more. I've accepted that these channels are not thriving anymore. Once in a blue moon, and it is if once in a blue moon, I may have a video that does better than the rest. But also, it's like, damn, monthly views now, about 800,000 on the ASMR channel. I used to, back in the days, 3-4 years ago, average anywhere between 2 million views to 4 million views a month. Now I struggle to even get a million. And yes, obviously waking up to those numbers, yeah, it's fucking painful. And I also read comments that people say, man, you changed, this and this and that. I want to say something about that as well. Yes, I have changed. I've become an adult. I really feel like people misunderstand me. People thinking, oh, he used to be this sweet little 14, 15-year-old. How come he's not that nowadays? Because people grow up. I don't want to necessarily say I've changed. I'm still the same as I was 5 years ago. I'm still weird as heck. Still do this and that. But I've become more adult. I've become more grown. I've become more mature in a way of I understand life now as it is. No, I'm not embarrassed for what I do. If you think that, no, absolutely not. If I was embarrassed of what I did, I would have never even created a channel in the beginning. But the truth is, man, we all grow up. You can't stay at the top forever. And you can't take this shit for granted neither. Because that's what I did. Oh, shit, that's what I did, definitely. 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago nearly, when I graduated school, I took it for granted, my channels. I was at those times already complaining about, why is my channel not getting more views? ASMR channel was getting 2.5 million, 3 million views a month. Mukbang was getting 1 million plus. And then I was already complaining. And now it's like, fuck, I wish I could get these goddamn views back. I'd sell my kidney right now to get 1 million views, but like, for real, no, I would. But the truth is, a lot of you watching my videos, you've also grown up. And I can understand that. I grew up watching content creators that I nowadays forgot about. Some people that are subscribed to my channel, they're probably dead as well. From 500,000, oh yeah, there's definitely a couple hundred people dead. And people grow up as well, man. I feel like a lot of you grew up with me as a child yourself. I was a content creator as a child. I did it voluntarily, I did it out of myself. And a lot of you also grew up with me. A lot of you grew older like I did. Took life more serious. Because that's the truth. With growing up, you gotta take life more serious. You have to become the man or woman you have to be to make it for yourself. You can't stay a kid forever. And yes, sometimes I think of the past, but it's also like, sometimes it's best to leave the past as where it is. There is no returning back. There is no old Keegan. This is the Keegan. I know it's difficult for you to maybe accept and understand it, but I cannot portray or be something I'm not. I cannot pretend to be 14, 15, because I used to be that age. But you gotta understand, with becoming older, you become more mature, and you have to realize there's other stuff in life you gotta take serious. I won't retire this year probably, but in the meantime, I'm gonna think very good about my life choices because, yeah, as weird as it may sound, a lot of you look up and say, oh bro, you're an inspiration. I don't feel like I am. Like, in my humble opinion, I think I'm a failure. Yes, I may be successful on YouTube, or was, but besides that, I am nobody in real life. I'm your average Joe. I have the fortune and blessing to be a content creator as a living and do this. But for the rest, I've done nothing with my life in 2.5 years. I'm just your average Joe that has a good loyal fan base till this day. Sure, not most of the people watching no more, but some people do. And I wouldn't be shit without y'all. Not saying that I am not appreciating you watching me. I definitely do, because if it weren't for you watching, I'd have to work my ass off. And besides, I'm gonna work my ass off very soon. This is going to be a productive year, like I've mentioned. I'm gonna get a job on the sideline. I'm gonna work out again. I'm going to study for my business. And I'm gonna have to do YouTube. Obviously, YouTube is my primary source income, so that's something I've got to invest more time in. But the truth is, man, I can obviously think of something else instead of ASMR, but the truth is, it doesn't interest me. The truth is, I make videos because of the money. That is the reality. And I don't think this should be a shock or a surprise to anyone, but that is the truth. I don't make ASMR or videos like I used to back in the day for the fun and the joy. It's primarily because, yeah, it makes me a living. And because it's also something that takes my time up. So anyways, I thought I'd make this video for you guys and explain, basically announcing my retirement eventually. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later, man. Peace out.